to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, February 21st, 2025. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson.
Many of us here in Nevis would know of a very senseless act, a very unfortunate incident, an act that was committed against one of our senior citizens in January. That senior citizen is Mr. Franklin Daniel of Fountain Village, who has been fishing for over 60 years. And Mr. Daniel is a very quiet, soft-spoken gentleman. And on the 16th of January, we all got the news that Mr. Daniel's boat was stolen from the Newcastle area. The boat was stolen, his shed was broken into, his engine, oil, and fuel and other things were stolen from the shed, and the boat went missing for some time. The boat was spotted on the 26th, I think, of January. However, the boat came back minus the engine.
Deputy Premier of Nevis and Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Eric Evelyn, spoke during an interview with the Department of Information on Thursday, February 20th, 2025.
We in the Nevis Island Administration, we would have thought long and hard about the incident and what took place. And during the cabinet meeting of the Nevis Island Administration on Wednesday, the 12th of February, we decided as an administration that we will do a goodwill gesture and we will purchase a brand new engine for Mr. Daniel and donate that engine to Mr. Daniel so that he can get back on his feet to continue to ply his trade as a fisherman. Mr. Daniel has been doing fishing for numerous years. That, of course, would have assisted him in raising his family. It would have assisted him in making some money for himself as well. And we want to ensure that Mr. Daniel will continue to fish. Irrespective of his age, he is willing and he wants to fish. Thankfully, the boat has been returned with a little damage, but the boat is seaworthy. And so the Cabinet of the Nevis Island Administration has decided we will come to the rescue, we will come to the aid of Mr. Daniel, and we will donate a brand new engine to him.
Minister Evelyn made a plea to persons in the general public.
I also want to take this opportunity to encourage our people on the island of Nevis to desist from this antisocial behavior of stealing. For someone to wake up to the news that their boat and their engine has been stolen cannot be easy. And we want to encourage persons on Nevis to desist from stealing, whether large or small items. This is not who we are as Nevisians. This is not Nevis. And we are encouraging persons who have that inclination to desist from this kind of behavior, to desist from causing harm. Because, of course, you did not harm Mr. Daniel physically, but you harmed him mentally by stealing his vessel, by taking away his livelihood for a couple of weeks. And so we want to encourage persons on the island of Nevis to desist from this type of behavior. We urge you, we beg you to stop.
Deputy Premier in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Eric Evelyn. The Department of Youth is inviting persons to register to be a part of its Tech Dynamics Easter Camp for ages 5 to 16 from April 7th to 17th, 2025. This year's edition of the camp focuses on science and technology. The cost of the camp is $30 weekly and runs from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. daily. Deadline for registration is Friday, March 21st, 2025. For more information, call the Department of Youth at 469-5521 extension 6711 or 6710, or visit them upstairs, the Reliable Motors Miniplex.
I want to take this opportunity to introduce to the public the Department of Physical Planning and Environment Development Application Quick Tip Book or Guidelines. Now, this Quick Tip booklet is filled with information necessary for application. Whatever information you need, if you are intending to do any development, any type of development, as simple as it is, this booklet will share the information. It has information on application if you want to do some farming activities or building for farming activities, or if you want to do a hotel development. This gives the guidelines regarding the legal requirements, regarding the structural requirements, regarding the planning requirements. And we're inviting the public to come to the Department of Physical Planning and Environment in Main Street, Charlestown. That is just at the back of the post office. To come in and get a copy of this. I think it is useful.
Director of the Department of Physical Planning and the Environment, Raul Pemberton, speaking during an interview with the Department of Information on February 13th, 2025 at the War Memorial in Charlestown. Pemberton also gave further useful details for applying.
We also have the ordinance, the planning ordinance. The long name is the Nevis Physical Planning and Development Control Ordinance. We refer to it as the planning ordinance. We can get you a copy of that. You can also get you a copy of the planning regulations to assist you in your application, just to ensure that you have all the information necessary to complete your application, to reduce any delays in the approval of your development.
For further information, contact the Department of Physical Planning at 469-5521, extension 5070. Still to come, St. Kitts and Nevis to observe National Day of Prayer. The details after this break.
The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. St. Kitts and Nevis will observe its third annual National Day of Prayer on Friday, February 28th, 2025. The federal observance was introduced to establish an annual day where the country pauses to acknowledge God's sovereignty. During the day, participating churches will open their doors for persons to come in for private or corporate prayer during designated times. National church services will be held at the New Testament Church of God, Bath Village, Nevis, and Pentecostal Church of God, Boone Avenue, Bastyr, St. Kitts. The theme for National Day of Prayer 2025 is Preaching, Teaching, Sharing the Gospel through the Word of God. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis invites graduates of the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, CFBC, and the Nevis Sixth Form College to apply for University of the Virgin Islands, UVI, scholarships. Persons who may have graduated in the past are welcome to apply. Scholarships are only available to graduates who are interested in undertaking studies at UVI for a maximum of 4 years. The following documents are required to be delivered to the Ministry of Human Resources by March 21st, 2025. 1 original and 1 copy of your completed application form, 1 original and 1 certified copy of your birth certificate, originals and certified copies of your high school and college certificates of qualification, as well as 1 original and 1 certified copy of the university acceptance letter. Application forms can be collected from the Ministry of Human Resources on the 2nd floor of the Social Security Building at Pinnis Estate. If you have any other concerns or questions about the scholarship application process, contact the Ministry of Human Resources at 469-5521, extension 5163, 5164, or 5166. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.